Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel, where I'm breaking down all 35 college bowl games of this bowl season here. All 35 games will be previewed right here on my YouTube channel, so be sure to check out my other previews and subscribe to my page to get all the bowl previews delivered directly to your inbox. In the Meineke Car Care Bowl of Texas, the Texas Tech Red Raiders will take on the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Texas Tech comes in with a record of 7-5 out of the Big 12. Minnesota with a record of 6-6 out of the Big 10. First with Texas Tech, they're definitely the story in this game, being the fact that Tommy Tuberville, their coach, left abruptly earlier this month to take the job at the University of Cincinnati, to some seen as a puzzling move to go from a Big 12 school to a Big East school. But nonetheless, Tuberville makes the move. Cliff Kingsbury will coach the Red Raiders next season, and right after the bowl game, they'll be coached by their offensive line coach here in this game. Initially with these coaching changes, you kind of have to question the direction of the program. How much are they going to be prepared for this game coming up here? And I look for Texas Tech to actually be pretty well prepared for this game. First of all, a lot of their players were quoted as saying they weren't happy that Tuberville left and that they were going to sort of take their aggression out on Minnesota. So I think that's a positive from a Texas Tech being motivated standpoint. And also, you see that they're led by senior quarterback Seth Doege. And Doege is a guy who has a 70% completion percentage, 38 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. He's a senior quarterback who is going to look to go out on top. And I look for him to really put his best foot forward. He has a couple of very talented receivers that he looks to. And, it's a typical Big 12 offense, typical Texas Tech Big 12 offense. They score well over 30 points a game, and they put up big numbers all season. Their defense this year for Texas Tech is a lot better than usual. All right, they did let up around 30 points a game in the Big 12. But yardage-wise, they average giving up about 345 yards per game, which puts them 39th in the country. And for a Big 12 defense, that isn't that bad. They played Baylor tough in the last game of the season, losing in overtime to them. So I look for Texas Tech to come out motivated in this game. I don't think that'll be a problem. For Minnesota, they were 6-6 this season, only 2-6 in a really down Big 10, and that's when I keep on evaluating Minnesota, I come back to that, and I come back to the fact that their offense has been absolutely terrible this year. And there hasn't been many defenses, if any, that have been able to stop Texas Tech. A lot of the games they've lost have been via shootout. So, I don't look for Texas Tech any way that they score less than 27 points. So, do I think? I don't even know if Minnesota can score 20 points on Texas Tech. So I look for that to be a big problem. I know Minnesota will be jacked up for this game. It's been a while since they've been in a bowl game. Their seniors have never been in a bowl game. They have 13 players from Texas that'll be making a bowl appearance down in Houston, near where they grew up. Coach Jerry Kill will be back for this game after missing the second half of the Michigan State game with a seizure. I hope his health concerns are under control and he's able to kind of enjoy this bowl experience as well. But I just think that Minnesota, again, 2-6 in a down Big 10 with a very bad offense against a team that's going to put up numbers. Minnesota has not played the level of passing attack that they're going to play in this game. There are good teams in the Big 10, but none of them with this spread them out, throw first, passing attack that Texas Tech has. So I actually like Texas Tech minus 13. I know it's a big number, okay, but I get back to the fact that I don't see any way Texas Tech scores less than 27, worst case, and I really don't know how Minnesota scores more than 17 or 20, best case. So I look for Texas Tech minus 13 here in the Meineke Car Care Bowl down in Houston to take this game and to then start the Cliff Kingsbury era down in Lubbock. So be sure to check out my other previews here. I'll be previewing all the games, as I said. Subscribe to my page to get all of my previews delivered directly to your inbox. And as always, have a good night. Thank you.